this is Ruger 6. Please join me in watching Marshall Zukov right here on YouTube.
His name is Marshall Zukov.
To Marshall Zukov's channel.
Hello YouTube. You are now on Marshall Zukov's YouTube channel.
Hello, this is Marshall Zukov, and here we are together again on YouTube. Yet another Mosin Nagant find here. This one actually came off Gunbroker. I usually don't buy non-antique rifles off of the internet just because of the nature of the FFL transfer that's necessary, since I don't hold an FFL. But this one I think was quite worth it. It does appear to be an M91 to the untrained eye, however. When we do take a look at the barrel shank here, this is one of the very hard to find Finnish M91 P-series rifles. Now, based on information that I've been able to find on these, and I do have a P-27. I may have featured that in an earlier video. I'd have to go look and see. But these were stamped P-25, 26, and 27 for the years that they were made in the 20s. I don't think there's been any actual evidence of a P-25 being seen yet anyways. Maybe there's one out there, who knows. But this is the P-26. The S stamp on the barrel shank here is still not sure what exactly it means. It is hypothesized though, and seems to be accepted by collectors as the process for this barrel being undertaken in Salerno. And then there's the Finnish depot mark right there, the AV1. It is on an Imperial Russian receiver, 1916 Izhevsk. The Finns have made their little cut on the rear sight base there. The stock on this is also interesting. It has early barrel bands, as we can see here. Unfortunately, it does have an import mark, but for what it is, I don't think that is going to detract from the value very much. It looks like here in a couple different places, some sling slots had been just drilled through the stock before the Finns got a hold of it, and they put theirs on the front here, as they would normally fashion their front sling slot escutcheons. And the rear is interesting. It's just a screw-in type, and the rear hole that was drilled has been plugged. But I think this is more of like an Austrian type feature. Now the marks on the stock, this, well, it looks like a W anyways from this direction. More like it looks, more than it looks like an M, but that is a known Austrian capture mark on this stock. So at some point, this stock has been to, or was captured by the Austrians anyways, and that just means the marks on it means that it's been through the Austrian, like, refurb process. So it's possible that the holes in the stock and stuff, they could have come from an Austrian rework of the rifle, but it went from Austria to who knows where in between, ultimately ended up in Finland. The P-series rifles actually have barrel sleeves, rifled barrel sleeves reinstalled in them. So the original bore is bored basically halfway out, and we may be able to see here. It might be hard to see if we can get the camera to focus a little better than that. I guess not. Stupid camera. I need to get a new camera, I guess. Maybe it'll help if I can get some light on it here a little bit. Maybe we can, or maybe not. That's a little better. But as we come in close, about halfway through where you can see the diameter of the barrel, and the lighting on here is making the camera tweak out a little bit, but we can see where that barrel liner has been reinstalled. So it is kind of hard to make out, but it is there. Very interesting laborious, time-consuming process to do it. Originally, when it was done, the Finnish colonel, I believe, whose idea it was, basically that pioneered the process, basically was discredited, in effect demoted, but in the end, it actually turned out to be for the better. It turns out that these barrels probably are more accurate than just a regular Finnish barrel, and even though he effectively was demoted, he eventually had his credentials reinstated and back paid and all that stuff. But mixed match of parts, Westinghouse bolt parts, the mag, Tula barrel bands. So just a real interesting rifle. This has not been counterbored, as we saw by the look at the muzzle there. And we'll see, maybe we can get some light in the bore here, and if this here thing wants to stay. Maybe. See if we can't see down there a little bit. Nice strong lands and grooves. Actually haven't even got in there much, done any cleaning on it yet, haven't even run a bore snake through it, but we can see how shiny it is in there. Real nice bore. Looks real nice. Very happy with this P-Series Finnish, basically the Model 91. And the only difference between the Model 91 and this P-Series is, of course, the barrel, because it's got that rifled sleeve that has been reinstalled in it. So, a little bit of history on it, just an introduction to the P-26. If anybody's got any more questions about it, of course, go ahead, ask away, and I'll do my best to answer whatever questions somebody might have. But as far as finding them, it's just a matter of keeping an eye out. I will routinely check trader forums, local trader forums, gun auction websites. You never know what you're going to find, and fortunately, I was able to acquire this P-26. So, for now, Marshal Zhukov signing out on the P-26, and I guess I'll have to find something else to do another video on some other time.